Hi Founder fans, Jason here, and today we are finishing our discussion on the Anti-Federalist series of papers written by the author Cato, who again was probably George Clinton of New York State. This is paper number 7, and as I said, it's his last one. Now he focuses in on congressional elections, which is a topic that several Anti-Federalist authors covered, and very specifically, he looks at Congress's involvement in determining the time, place, and manner which elections are held. Now, according to the Constitution, the states are supposed to determine how they have their elections, unless Congress decides it needs to step in. Now, the reason given for this by the Federalists is, hey, if a certain state doesn't want to participate in the federal government, they just won't have elections, and then they won't send representatives, and that'll sure screw everything up. Now, Cato argues, no, why would someone not want to send representatives to the federal government if they have to obey the laws of federal government? Why would they simply give up their rights to be part of that government? From his perspective, it doesn't make any sense. But what does make sense and is pretty terrifying is that Congress can just step in and decide, hey, you know what? We're going to have elections for, let's say, Virginia all the way out west. So, though most of the people live all the way on the East Coast, you're now going to have to travel at a very difficult time and season all the way out west to a small town where no one lives just to vote in your elections. Now, we don't often see this happening in American history, but it was something that they were particularly afraid of. Now, Cato briefly sums up this, again, his last essay, with an acknowledgement that there are problems with the Articles of Confederation, and that there were adjustments that need to be made, but if perhaps we should add a few rules and things they can do instead of totally overriding the entire government. His perspective is this new constitution is just too powerful and too open-ended to really be restrained by the people themselves. He, along with many of the Anti-Federalists, understood there were problems with the Articles of Confederation and it needed to be adjusted, but as I said, he recommends simply adding a few things to the Articles instead of totally overhauling them within national government. I hope you learned a little bit today. If you did, do me a favor and hit like. If you're new here, subscribe for American Revolution content 7 days a week. I'll be back with another founder for you tomorrow.